In April 2025, London hosted a defining moment for the future of spiritual travel. At the iconic Peninsula Hotel, the Nusuk Event brought together faith, innovation, and global collaboration, all under one roof. Nusuk was more than a conference. It was a bridge between cultures, connecting tradition with tomorrow. Stay with us as we uncover how this groundbreaking initiative is reshaping pilgrimage for a new generation.
You did digitize the Ministry of Health when you headed it, but also it's within the Vision 2030.
Digitizing the experience is very crucial for either doing Hajj or Umrah. We plan to let the app to be your direct companion. We always work to enhance their experience. We have developed more than 50 sites for them to visit to understand the history and different exhibitions where they can visit and enjoy their times, both in Mecca and Medina. But go and see at other sites and learn the history of the Prophet and the companion. There are lots of things that you can learn.
Where are we heading?
In a world where the future is shaped by bold dreams, one nation stands at the crossroads of transformation.
أنا أعتقد أن أوروبا الجديدة هي الشرق الأوسط.
A vision unlike any before it. Welcome to Saudi Arabia, a land where ancient history meets the cutting edge of innovation.
Assalamualaikum. I'm here today at the Peninsula Hotel, Central London, at this amazing Al Haramain event. If you just walk through and look at this amazing event, we know that Hajj and Umrah is about to start very soon, and we've got a beautiful exhibition here, which I'm going to give you a quick sneak tour before it actually starts. Absolutely amazing, some of the items that we've got here, and you'll be shocked. We've actually got the speaker system, which is actually used in the actual haram. You can hear the Quran and the adhan in the background here. So this is the speaker system that they actually make the adhan and they do the prayers. So you can actually see this being exhibited in this Nusuk event that they have. And Nusuk is the event that's really important. It's the new application by the Saudi government, which allows pilgrims to have the Hajj and Umrah experiences over more than 100 services on that platform. So it's a kind of opportunity to digitize everything. So I'm going to come around and show you more of the exhibition here that we've got. We've got actually the carpets that they actually lay down during in Mecca and Medina, and I get to actually touch these carpets. And these, you will recognize them if you went for Hajj or you went for Umrah. And beautiful carpets that they've actually designed, and it shows you all the stages that they go through to get these carpets. And you've got the red ones here, and that's mainly in Makkah, and then you've got the green ones, which is in Medina itself here. And you can see where they make the materials for the kiswa itself. And anyone watching Islam Channel's coverage during this year, last year, you will see that we visited the kiswa factory. Absolutely stunning. That's again this year, inshallah, we'll be there to cover the Hajj. This year, inshallah, we'll be there to cover the Hajj. Now we come around, this is what excites me. Now you got here, you will recognize this. This is what sits on top of the actual minaret, and this is the actual one. Can you believe it? You can see, feel the marks. I feel privileged to be able to touch it because, you know, that sits on top of the minarets itself, and they bought it here in London, and we can actually see it, we can touch it, we can feel it. I feel really close to the Makkah and Medina itself by just seeing this. Here we've got itself, it's saying that this is one of the lanterns that they have at the Haram itself. It's the artistic representation of the, and look at the attention to the detail. It's a decorative piece, a lantern featuring the phrase Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, as it's displayed inside the Haram itself. Now we come around this side, everyone will be very familiar. This is a cast, a 3D model of the Maqam of Ibrahim, where the Ibrahim alayhi salam, the footsteps are imprinted here. So this is a cast model, and you get to see this in this exhibition. It's not open to the public, unfortunately, but we at Islam Channel had this kind of exclusive coverage of it itself. And again, you got here next to the Roda, where they actually stand up and give the khutbah, and you got a copy of the actual mimbar itself in Medina. Now, if we come here, we've got the locks, but we'll come, before we do that, everyone recognizes this. This is the actual Kaaba and what's inside the Kaaba itself. So this is a model again. This is the actual Kaaba and what's inside the Kaaba itself. So this is a model again, and you can see the pillars that hold it up and the doors. Everyone will recognize this, that they go to Hajj and Umrah. Absolutely stunning model, and mashallah, I'm privileged to actually see it. But this is another piece that absolutely excites me, which is again the 3D model of the key and lock mechanism in the Haram itself. So you know that the Kaaba that we just showed you there's a lock system, and this is the system that's put in there. And again, this one is the 3D model of the stone's frame, which is the black stone. And we know that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam actually was given the honor of lifting the black stone into its position after the Quraysh were arguing about who should put that stone in there, and they got the next person to come, and Prophet Muhammad came with that solution. The solution was to put it down on a cloth. All the tribes will have a corner, and then with his blessed hands he lifted it into this position. And you know, as the story goes, that this is where all the sins of mankind are from. It was something from Jannah itself turned from white to black, and it absorbs the sins of mankind. And here we see more of the kind of the attention to detail that the custodians of the Holy Mosque got. We got the beautiful, I know we don't have smell-o-vision, but this is absolutely stunning smell. And this is what they'll take around the actual mosque itself, having the fumes going there. This is the kind of oud that they put on there. We've also got the actual the actual scent that they actually put on the kiswa itself, and it's absolutely beautiful scents. And the pure perfume that they put around the haram itself, they put it on to the kiswa, inshallah. So I've showed you some of the exhibition. I'm going to have a quick look around there. Other sites. So this is important that we have a quick whistle stops tour. And again, this is not open to the public, so if you try to come here, unfortunately you won't get in. So this is an exclusive access that we have here at Islam Channel. All the major players that provide that Hajj experience to the Muslim communities around the world, the 2 billion Muslims or the 1.8 million that turn up for, you know, in the UK, or there's about 7,000 will turn up this year in Hajj and Umrah itself. And all of these organizations that make the Hajj experience immense. And it comes under the operation of the Al Haramain, the general authority for the two, and the care of the Holy Mosque itself. So you've got the beautiful exhibition, you've got different organizations, Sama, you've got the actual Vision 2030, and you've got the actual Nusuk app, which is what we're kind of really trying to understand here, what the Saudis are trying to do. They're trying to digitize the whole experience for the Muslim community. So from there, you can have your adhan, you can have, you know when the Roda is free, it has live location. So you can book the Roda in Medina on the app itself, and it reserves you a place. And mashallah, the amount of investment that they're doing in technology is absolutely stunning. Mashallah, I've got the unique opportunity to look at this exhibition here, a small piece of the Kaaba Kiswa. You can actually see the stages that they go through. And we know, and we've covered this extensively on Islam Channel when we do the actual Hajj itself, that they use gold threads. They have a whole factory for the Kiswa, and these are expert who thread and close the Kaaba itself. And that's always done on the 1st of Muharram. Previously, it used to be done the day of the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, on Arafah day, or the day after Arafah, when people are going to Muzdalifah itself. But look at the detail that goes here. They've got the kind of pattern that they have, the Arabic inscription, then they put the gold threads, the kind of the embedding of there, and then they put the gold threads on top of that. And the Kiswa itself is the covering that they do, and there's a lot of honor and prestige that goes to covering the Kaaba. And you know, anyone who's been for Hajj, Umrah, and they experience going around the Kaaba itself, one of the big symbolism is the Kiswa itself. Before, it used to be different colors. It used to be green, now it's black, and this, after it's been taken off and changed after every year, is then distributed across the world to different dignitaries or people who deserve to have this. I wish I could take one of these away, but I don't think they're gonna let me.
We provide the services as a package, and we provide it also as separate services, like because since we are a company that provide B2C business and B2B business also. We provide for groups and we provide for individuals.
So what would tourists expect to see if they were going to use your services that you provide?
We always try to provide a good quality with good rates and cheaper cost.
The government of Saudi Arabia to make it service and care for Al-Haram and for Diyuf Al-Rahman. Regarding the other side of Al-Haram, a lot of area for Mazarat to Mu'tamirin and Hujjaj to visit this Mazarat. All this is one under the government to give help and give to also support about Diyuf Al-Rahman to coming in Haram and to coming to Saudi and live from Saudi by safely.
Celebrated 20 years of its kind of service to the locals community. You're bringing this service in. Why was it so important to offer this service to the 5 million Muslims that are based in the UK itself?
Well, I think for us, we're always keen on providing low-cost travel for absolutely everybody in the countries that we serve. So Wizz Air UK, we have, say, 5 million Muslims in the UK who travel extensively to Medina every year as well as to Jeddah every year. So being able to, because of the newfound technology in aircraft, to be able to reach that far is the primary factor to why we've done it now. We would have done it a long time ago if we could have been able to reach with the aircraft type that we actually have.
Now I'm going to put you kind of a little bit on the spot here. You guys are known for low prices, so what kind of prices can we expect to see if I was to book a ticket in advance? Give me some numbers here. How much would it cost me?
So for example, our starting fare from London to Jeddah, £179, as it were.
You heard that right. It was not £1,790. It's £179. He's saying to me, 179 to Jeddah. I can't believe that. I'm going on other aircrafts. I'm paying hundreds of pounds, and then also paying thousands in peak season. You're telling me £179?
Our fare
and that's return or one way?
One way, exactly. So fare starting from £179 one way.
And what about in peak seasons like during Ramadan, during the Hajj? Would we be able to get flights into Saudi Arabia for the Hajj? Are you commercially able to do that now?
Yeah, we are. So I think the point in what we do as a low-cost airline, as always, is the earlier you book, the better prices you get. It's as simple as that with us.
the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with the Vision 2030. It wants to expand into tourism, which is brilliant news for the national carrier. Tourism coming not just away from Saudi Arabia, but actually coming into Saudi Arabia. How has Saudi Airlines prepared for this influx of tourism, which could end up being in its tens of millions in the next, 5 years?
Well, this is the vision of Saudi 2030. I've seen the changes. Like I said, I joined Saudi in 2011, so it's been now 14 years and a half. I've seen all the changes, how the country has prepared with these changes, bringing tourism. And I've told Saudi Arabia, you have to be prepared because not only you have got to adapt to the changes, you've got to adapt to the new people. This is going to change the cultural in a positive way. And I've seen it. When I go now to Riyadh, I go to Jeddah, I see different type of restaurants, music, events. We've done familiarization trips, a lot of women's. So yes, the country is doing very well, but even better when all these mega projects like Red Sea Development, Neom, Qiddiya City, Alula, which is a reality, but even more resorts will be opening. So this is a reality, and the country is dealing with it very well, better than expected.
So you're based in the UK itself, and most people use the national carrier Saudi Airlines for Hajj and Umrah. How much of Hajj, how much of the business that you get from the UK is made for Hajj and Umrah itself, and what makes Saudi different from every other airline?
Well, I would say probably around 40-50% it is a Hajj and Umrah, maybe a little bit more. It's very difficult because of e-visa. Before it was easier to count it. What does it make Saudi different than any other airline? And this is something I always like to remark. You've got amazing airlines, especially from the Middle East. Saudi is different. Once you step inside the aircraft, you feel like you're already in the country. It is the culture, it is the gastronomy. No alcohol, which I believe this is something positive as well, because it is welcome for the whole family. And I was talking to somebody from another airline, so when you're with Saudi, you forget about alcohol. But the feeling that you have inside the aircraft, you don't have it with any other airline. We are the only airline that we've got a prayer room at the back. And this is a plus. I know everybody knows that. I've been going to countries in the Middle East and I've seen passenger praying next to me. And I've always been thinking, this passenger was with Saudi. I've never felt uncomfortable, but maybe he is. He could have gone to our prayer room, facing Mecca, amazing facility.
Yeah, absolutely. I've used Saudi quite often when I've gone to Umrah and gone to Hajj, and absolutely, one thing that strikes me, especially traveling in Saudi, you're right. You feel that they're welcoming you into their country, and it's the hospitality. You've got the prayer facilities, which is very important because at that time people are in the spiritual zone. You get the announcements that you're crossing the Miqat point, so please get into your Umrah, get ready for it. You also got one of my favorites is the dua. So the traveling dua. So when you enter the aircraft, you hear the tannoy and say, look, we are going to play the dua or the prayer for traveling, and please listen to this, say along. So these touches are extremely important. Cultural touches are very important to passengers. How are you going to exceed expectations for the next generation of flyers with Saudi?
Well, first of all, I want you to work for my team, because you're promoting us very well. No, but it is true. May I say, last year I took my family to Philippines, going to Saudi Arabia, and they loved it. Saudi has got something that makes you want to try again. And like you said, the du'ats, the prayer, all that kind of thing is something different. And my wife, especially, she loved it, the children as well. This year I'm going to China, but I'm going to do a 4-day stopover in Jeddah. And how to cope with new generation coming. Well, we have seen already how Saudi is adapting with all different channels, TikTok, Instagram. So we're still providing, for me it is very important, we're still providing the service, not to lose the identity. That is rule number one. We've been voted the best airline for economy, for the foods. And this is what I've been talking to other airlines, that they're always talking about the fare, try to bring it down. But for us, it's very important to provide a service, to provide your meal, your drinks, in the term of what you can have on board, and we need to keep that because that is part of Saudi identity.
Another thing that I noticed that is really a part of the identity of Saudi Airlines is the fact that when you use the entertainment systems there, it's fully kind of tailored for Muslims. You won't see nudity, you won't see swearing. It's kind of tailored for the audience because most of it, like you said, 50% are going for the Hajj and Umrah itself. I also noticed that you got Quran there, you've got teachings. So it really kind of gets you into the spiritual mood. Is that something that you kind of really thought about?
100%. And prime entertainment is very important. And we have been enhancing it year on year. We think about the audience, the family, what to show. If you want to see nudity, you can see it everywhere else. We don't want to have that on our flights, We want to make sure that whoever wants to watch films can watch film. Whoever wants to see anything about the Quran have got the possibility as well. So it is adapted as in for all markets. We need to think, of course, for the Hajj and Umrah passenger, but for everyone. And I believe we are providing that at the moment.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.